Oh, check out what I got Kate. Yeah? What'd you get? Check out this sweet candle. Oh, no, no, no. What? You can't give her that. No, look. Here's what I got. Jewelry, man, jewelry. This is what I got Jessica. Get her something similar, she'll love it. To my gorgeous girlfriend, I may not be your first date, your first kiss, or your first love, but I just want to be your last everything, and I will love you forever and always. That's sweet, man. I'm not crying, you're crying. So what you just witnessed is an example of the type of videos that you see on TikTok on a normal basis. I'm going to be going through 13 different examples of creative video types or video creatives, different formats that you can use, different ideas that you can use for TikTok. And this is the one where it's dialogue, basically. Dialogue with yourself. It could be dialogue with someone else. But what you see on TikTok a lot is really you can just take one person, one man, one woman show, and they're doing both parts or multiple roles at the same time. You just record each of them and then piece them together. But that's one example right there for you. We'll be going through the rest of them here in this shot of espresso. So hello, my name is Michael Zapq. Welcome all you shiny people. We're going to be talking about TikTok ads today and how to be a native in the foreign world of TikTok. So just like going to a foreign country you've never been in and needing to kind of learn the culture and kind of how things work, that's sort of the analogy here with TikTok. It is kind of a culture unto itself, different than Facebook, different than Instagram. And we're going to be looking at how to create some great video ads for the platform. So I'm going to sort of skip past the first intro things here, and we will hop in here to standard ads versus Spark ads. And I'm just calling them standard ads. It's what you can set up with TikTok ads in the Business Manager. Right there in the Business Manager, you don't have to touch any personal profiles or TikTok accounts themselves. You can do everything right through the Business Manager. So what I'm talking about here is that you can basically create multiple creatives, kind of like the one we just watched, do several different video ads, and unlike Facebook, for example, where you have to have a page, a Facebook page that is associated with TikTok, at least right now, you can basically just upload a logo and create a name for the page, even though it doesn't really exist. You're just creating the name. So if your store was General Store was your name, you could just type in General Store in the box when you're setting up your ad, and that's what people would see on their end. And if they click on it, it'll just go through to the product itself or whatever you're linking to. So that's standard ad versus basically the Spark ad. Now the Spark ad is the opposite. It's having an actual TikTok account, whether it's as a person or kind of as a business. And in that case, if I'm using the General Store idea, I don't know why I called it that, but General Store, you'd actually have a TikTok General Store account. Or if it was just your name, like mine, it could be just Michael Zapq. And then when you're going in to create the ads, you would be grabbing the link. So let me back up a second. So let's pretend you're creating a video for your store and you're using Spark ads, which basically is just a regular TikTok profile. You create the ad there, and then you get the link ID from that video that was created, and then you use that when you're setting it up in TikTok Ads Manager. So similar to the posts in Facebook, the ones that are unlisted, when you're creating the ad, you can set it up as an unlisted post. That's what that's sort of basically the equivalent of that here. Also sometimes referred to as dark posts. Basically, you only see it if it's in an ad. You can't see it any other way. So that is the Spark ad in TikTok. And where this has benefits right here, drives traffic to a specific TikTok business profile or influencer profile, which can help organic growth for the business, or the influencer if that matters, but can increase social proof because it's something then that's longer lasting. If it's just part of the person's profile or their business's profile, that video will be persistent. You'll be able to see it later, and it can get additional views later on a more organic basis. It can help grow the profile following. So, if you have a business profile and you're running a lot of ads to it, and people are starting to follow it and see videos and like videos, then that, or basically if the ad's running, they'll see the ad and they can actually follow and like. So that's going to give your profile more following and more credibility. So it looks even more like a typical TikTok video as opposed to an ad. So that's the other benefit too, is that you have a little bit more flexibility with the types of things that you can do with the video or in the video or in the description of the video. But overall, it just allows you to create a lot more native looking content, and it's directing people to that native content like they're used to seeing it in TikTok. So it's subtle, but there are some differences there. But either way, even if you're just doing it right in Ads Manager and you don't have an actual personal profile, business profile made, that's fine. You can still make money that way, no problem. And actually even say here, starting out, the default option is simpler. I would say just go in and create it, get started. You can always create your personal profile and start running ads from that at a later point. So let's get right into the video creative ideas. So the one that we watched earlier was the multi-person dialogue, basically number 4, but we'll go through the list here. And I'm just going to run through these. I don't have examples of everything here, but for the few that I have, I will show you those. So show and tell. Show the product in your video, get good close-ups of the message card if you have one, because we do have other products as well. But then just tell the viewer why they need your product. This can be done by a business or an influencer. And I'll show you that video. That is this one. It's one of the simplest to do too.
Guys, get a great gift for your gorgeous girlfriend. We all know women can be hard to shop for, but you can't go wrong with jewelry along with this message. Check it out. The message card reads, "To my gorgeous girlfriend, I may not be your first date, your first kiss, or your first love, but I just want to be your last everything. And I will love you forever and always." Not only is the necklace beautiful, but it comes in this beautiful wooden box with a LED light in the top. When she opens it, bam, that light's going to come right on, and she's going to read the message and just melt in your hands. Click the link below to get yours.
So you can see I just did several quick movements, just hitting, on an iPhone you have a 1-time zoom and a 2-time zoom. It's a quick way to just sort of do a quick zoom in, zoom out, just to vary the shots a little bit and help keep people engaged. As simple as that. That can be an ad that you create that can be multi-thousand dollars in profit for you, just doing something as simple as that. And that's where there's so much power in something like a TikTok right now, is that you don't need to have a huge video budget. This was just shot on my iPhone. It takes like 5 minutes or less to create something like this. It's just having, print out the message card at home if you have the ability to, throw it behind the jewelry, get some decent lighting on it so you can see it, and then just share what it is, show and tell, just like that. And you can throw just a title slide at the end if you want to, or have something on it throughout. You can put a little title on it throughout, saying hit the shop now button below or something like that. Do the whole video if you wanted to, or just put an end title on it if you wanted to. Give it 5 to 10 seconds at the end. And I think I have an example of that we'll watch in another video. But you can really keep it simple and just make sure people can see what it is. They see what the message card is. In this case, I actually read it out. If you have any other ideas that are other than what I'm sharing today, just test it. Try it out, because there's almost an unlimited number of ways that you can try to sell a product, really, or different creative ideas and ways that you can shoot the video or talk about it or get people's attention on the front of the video. So keep that in mind as we're going through some of these different ideas. So number 2, recipient reaction. We have this one as well. So basically, instead of just a show and tell, this is actually having someone as though they have received the item, or maybe they actually have received the item if you have video footage of that. But it's having them react to receiving that. Here is an example of that.
Mom, you shouldn't have. Oh, it's beautiful. To my daughter, even when I'm not close by, I want you to know I love you for the little girl that you once were, for the amazing woman that you are today, and for the precious daughter you will always be. Put this on and consider it a hug. Love, Mom. Oh, thank you.
Yep. Click below to get yours now. It could be something as simple as that. Just make sure you have a call to action somewhere in there. You can verbally say it in the video if you want to, just test different options, but it's usually good to have some form of call to action in your videos so that people know what to do. So that's giver reaction. Just it was a simple walked around the person as they're looking at it and commenting about it, how special it is. And in this case, she was reading it, but maybe you could even do a version where they're not reading it. But my guess is that probably most of the time it'll be better to actually read it. But that's where you can get creative too. So number 4, multi-person dialogue. We won't rewatch that one again, but it could be something as simple as having someone on one seat, or you having yourself in one seat and reading that part, having the other seats and read that part. The way that I shot that one, so you can either go back and forth, depending on how much costume changes or changing your look on it. Some people can even just do it without changing the look at all. It just looks like 2 people talking. But you can actually also just do each part by itself. So if you kind of script it out or have a general idea of what you want to say, record all the parts for one character, record all the parts for the other character, and then just piece it together in your video editor and go from there. Number 5, TikTok trends. So TikTok is known for having trends and challenges and basically just different things that people are doing right now, something that's hot and interesting. And it could be all sorts of different things. Maybe it's a certain dance that people are doing, or certain hand movements that they're doing, or a certain filter that they're using right now, for your face, or just, it can be about anything. When you see some of the trends that are happening, or you start watching some of the videos, you see things that are coming up over and over again, or certain sounds that people are using. Those are the types of things that you can jump on the trend as a business and have your own creative idea using whatever that trend is. And I think I have a separate one for transition, but transitions are a part of that as well. I may have included it here, but sometimes it's just a transition. Maybe it's there was one where you tossed a shoe up, and then it looks like you're kicking at the shoe, and all of a sudden it's on your foot. So the transition from one video to the next video, it looks like you're literally just kicking and the shoe's going on your foot. It could be something just simple and quirky and fun like that. So part of that is keeping up with sort of what's going on with TikTok. Look at the hashtags and see what some of the things that people are doing, and kind of go from there with some ideas for your own videos. Unboxings are always interesting. Basically, as it is, I think most people know what that is, but have your product. It could be in the actual packaging, or at least it's just opening something up so that you can reveal what it is that you're selling. Do something simple with that. You can just do similar to what that other one was in front of the Christmas tree. Just have it in your hand, just hands. I mean, pulling it out of the box, looking at it, describing it, commenting on it. It could be something like that. If you want to have a face on camera, it could be more of a shot, even kind of like this, as I'm opening it up and you can see me and I'm talking about the item. But don't feel like you have to really be on camera or anything more than maybe hands and the product has to be on camera. You can still have a successful ad that way. So number 7, demos. So if you have a product that's worthy of a demonstration, then demonstrate what it can do. Yeah, do more of a demonstration of it as opposed to just sort of showing and telling. Story from Z to A. So a common thing on TikTok is to sort of show the end result. Hey, here was what I did with, I'll just say makeup, the special makeup thing that I did, and they might flash, a short video of the end result. Here's how I did it, and then you bounce back to the beginning of this whole process where they started doing the thing. And again, some of these ideas, might lend themselves more to other products than jewelry, and are some of the other things that we're going to be releasing. So But there's always different ways that you can do it. You just have to sort of think through some creative ideas of what that might look like. In jewelry, something Z to A might be showing, the wife crying with something in her hand, and maybe you're not sure what it is. Maybe you do see that it's jewelry. And you could say something like, hey, here's how I got my wife to cry, or something like that. And then you jump back to the front and start explaining how you found this great gift with the message, and you read the message. So that's just off the top of my head, actually, but that would be something that might work really well. Number 9, hashtag, and I mentioned hashtag briefly, but there's a hashtag that's still popular that was kind of an organic thing that started, that was TikTok made me buy it. So people started doing videos about things that they bought recently because they had seen it appear in someone's TikTok. So anyone like you and me that just created videos and you talk about, hey, look at this thing I got, and someone else is watching, they go, oh, I gotta have that thing. It's kind of the casual commercial, right? You're just talking, someone's just excited about something they got. Maybe they're not even making any money off of it, but it's just, hey, this is a cool thing, and here it is, and someone else is like, I gotta have that. And actually, a friend of mine had done that, but in the form of a trip. She had seen someone driving a beautiful road in Maine that had lots of fall foliage and, beautiful during the autumn, basically. And they figured out where it was and actually went and visited, this road and had a mini trip out of it. So it definitely influences people. We talk about influencers all the time, but it happens a lot of times even when we don't realize it, we're affected by it. We see, again, that product or that trip or location that we want to go visit, and we find ourselves there, so using hashtags, always a good thing to do, and this is one that you can make use of that could still pull in more people. Pointing at things on the screen, so a common trend, and I'm trying to be mindful of where my video is, but it could be something like just doing one of these where you're kind of pointing around, and as you're pointing, you put up just a little overlay text, sort of explaining a thing or something. Like, first I needed a really great gift. Again, this off the top of my head. Really needed a great gift for my wife. She's super hard to buy for. I know you guys have that same problem. This is what I did about it, and here's how you can get yours. It could be something like that, and then maybe you show the product and, sell it that way. But it's kind of a trend in its own way, but it's sort of I'll call it more of an evergreen trend where people do reference things that pop up on the screen, for multiple different things. So that's number 10. Number 11, text to speech. So this is a newer-ish feature when I'm recording this, and it's basically you can type a caption. A lot of times you'll see captions, over people's heads for a lot of TikToks to sort of help engagement. So maybe it asks a question or talks about, or a hint to what they're going to be talking about in the video. But where the text to speech comes in is you can actually set it so that text is read with basically a robot voice, but it doesn't sound like a robot. It sounds pretty decent. But you can actually have it read it out loud, and a lot of people just do it that way. They're not even saying anything on screen. They just have that text, and it's being read to the person, typically at the front of the video. So it could be, I just got a gift that absolutely made my wife cry, or, this gift made my wife so happy and she cried. Check out what it is. And you really just have the text-to-speech voice going, and then you can show the thing. So it could be a mixture of having that and maybe a show and tell. Again, get creative with something like that where you just have that at the beginning. But that is kind of a evergreen, trendy thing to do, is instead of reading it yourself, you put the text on screen and have the voice read it for you. Step-by-step guide number 12. You could go a lot of ways with this. I'll read what I put here. Create a video showing step-by-step how to do something. While many products might not warrant a step-by-step guide, you could get creative and create a top 5 gifts to make your wife's heart melt this Christmas, and then add your product with a few other romantic ideas into a gift basket or gift package. So, again, it's a lot of just thinking, how can I... Well, in this example, it would be actually creating maybe a 5-step plan to romancing your wife for the holidays. It could be something like that. Step 1, maybe you're even pointing and then something pops up. Step 1, and, get her this great gift basket from here. Step 2, get this piece of jewelry from my store, and maybe you read the message card. Step 3, get her some poinsettia of flowers or something. I don't know, whatever it is, but create a nice little step-by-step guide, and ideally you're incorporating one of your products in there that you can sell, especially if it's an ad, of course. But this could even play an organic role on your account if you create it that way. Yeah, so that would be more of a step-by-step guide. Number 13, gift list, top 5 Christmas gifts to make mom cry. So I separated these just because, from step-by-step guide to a gift list. So this could be something where instead of showing several different things that are all about one thing, this could be about 5 different things. Or maybe here are 5 different message cards or different jewelry products specifically for mom. And these are my top 5 favorites of the ones that I've seen. It could be something like that. But yeah, do a gift list. At the same time, you could mix a few different products too. You could have, here are the top 2 pieces of jewelry I really like, and along with, here's the metal artwork, or here's a special engraving that we have, or something like that too. So those are the top 13, not even really top 13, but just 13 different ideas that you can use as you're considering how to create different videos. And I will add that when you're creating videos for TikTok, it's good to mix up the videos, ads that you are using. So after 2 to 3 weeks, you might see that some ads that even were performing well might slow down a little bit. You get basically what you're banner blindness. So it's good to keep mixing up the different videos that you are using. And one quick way that you can do that is to just focus on changing the hooks. And what I mean by hook is the first, let's say, 3 to 5 seconds of the video itself. So you could actually have a core video that you create. Maybe let's say it's show and tell, but the first 3 to 5 seconds you do something different, or you say something different. First of all, let's say in one case you're asking them a question, in the like, would you like the perfect gift for your wife this holiday season? And you could try a version that says, guys, get the perfect Christmas gift for your wife. And just try different versions of ways to say it, different questions, different angles. Is your wife really hard to buy for? Check out this Christmas present that I found. So again, getting creative with a little bit of writing, but you can just take that first 5 seconds, do a different hook to try to appeal to different emotions from people, and then just tack on the core video itself. So then it's still technically a unique video, and you can try different things out. Sometimes it can, that first 5 seconds is so important, and sometimes just changing that can be the difference between a winning ad and a losing ad, even if the rest of the video is completely the same. Alternatively, if you're getting creative, you can do something that's just really interesting at the front of the video. Maybe you're not saying anything. Maybe, I have, a Christmas tree back here. Maybe, I pretend like I'm trying to catch my tree from falling, or I accidentally break one of my ornaments or something, and that's the first thing people see. Or, anything that might just be interesting or catch attention in the first few seconds, and then jump into more about what it is you're selling or showing the product. So it's really about just garnering attention in that first few seconds with something interesting, and then kind of hopping into it. A lot of times people even just might run into the room and be like, whoa, wait, hey, I have something important to say, or something like that. Just, again, I'm going to say creative a lot, but get creative. Think of different things you can do. Maybe it's really closely related to your product, or maybe, you have fresh snow outside and you can shoot the beginning of it out in the snow with your product, or, whatever it may be. Just try different things. But that's a quick way to do iterations of the videos without reshooting the whole video. But still, if you're just shooting on your iPhone and you're shooting, like, let's say a 30-second to a minute video, you can still shoot that pretty quickly, even if you re-recorded the whole thing. So, but just changing the hook is an easy and quick way to do that. So video editing options, I know we've shared different ones in the past and some of the other shots of espresso, but I felt it was important to talk about them again here. And we do have a few extra elements here because we are in TikTok itself. So the TikTok app actually does have some video editing options. Certainly if you're doing the Spark ads and you're creating the videos right there in an actual account, then you're creating it in TikTok and you can use those videos as your ad. On the business manager side, you can also create the videos. You can either piece together animations that it creates. You can, from photos, you can grab video and photo and piece it together within the TikTok app and business manager. It just gives you a lot of different options. You'll have to sort of just check it out yourself, but there are options right in there. If you did shoot the video and you wanted to just drop it into TikTok and then edit it within TikTok Business Manager, you can do that. TikTok Creator Marketplace is also something worth looking at. That's right. I mentioned it here because you can reach out to influencers and creators through this. So if you, for whatever reason, just want to go that route and have videos created for you, TikTok has, over the past year, created this marketplace where you can actually reach out to influencers and creators that are doing organic stuff on TikTok all the time, and they're good at knowing the culture and the environment, and they come up with the creative ideas that can promote your product. So yeah, that's something you can check out to have people do that. You're going to be paying for that, and I wouldn't recommend starting there, but because there are simple ways, like we talked about already, to create your own videos, or have somebody that's a family member that maybe can help you, or someone that you work with. I think that's probably a better place to start, but this option is here. TikTok creative tools. So the app itself, I sort of mix these two together, the app and the creative tools. The app is the app itself that you would use as an end user, and all the people that you see on there just creating videos for fun. That's what I mean by the app here. The creative tools is what I started talking about, though, was, I can't highlight this here. Anyways, the creative tools is what is in the ads manager that you can use to edit with video templates. Smart video soundtracks. You can grab the audio in there and use different things. Video editor. One that I mentioned before was CapCut, and this is right here. And you can click on these headlines or headings to go to each of these links. CapCut, I still think, is a great mobile app. It actually is by ByteDance, which is the creator of TikTok. It's really slick. I'm consistently impressed by how easy CapCut is to edit videos, and it has its own little timeline, and you can cut things together pretty easily, add some simple effects, and do things that way. So that one, in the app stores. Canva, always a great option for both, definitely for images, creating message cards. You can also use it to edit video and create things that way. Just remember, with TikTok, you're shooting in landscape. You're shooting things this way. And so you want to make sure that whatever you're exporting from your video editors, that you're in that landscape format, which is basically the opposite of normal HD, 1920 by 1080. It's 1080 by 1920. Camtasia, that's what I use for the shots of espresso. I find it pretty simple to use and drop in videos for video editing on a laptop. That one is not free, but it's something that's pretty user-friendly. And I didn't mention it here, but Adobe Premiere is the very common video editing software. It's a little bit more robust, but that one is great. If you have the Adobe suite already, you can definitely use that one. So for other free options, Microsoft Movie Maker, I don't think that's native. It's given in Windows automatically anymore, but if you look it up here or click this link, you can actually get that, and it's a free movie editor. I haven't used it in a long time, but I think that it probably can give you the functions that you need. ScreenFlow would be the video. Oh, no, that's not the free one, but ScreenFlow, similar to Camtasia, but that's for Mac. iMovie is a free version that you can get with Mac. Fiverr, if you want to hire out the work, again, TikTok has their own native option of hiring people in their creator marketplace. If you want to hire people just on your own through something like this, Fiverr is an option. Again, if you just need someone to video edit, or I don't know if I would hire someone through Fiverr to do the videos, unless somehow influencers are posting things on Fiverr. But yeah, just something to check out. At the very least, if you've shot a video, a bunch of footage, and you want it pieced together, you could definitely get someone to do that for you on Fiverr or Upwork. And that was really my intention in putting it here. It's really just the video editing, not necessarily the video producing itself. So that was all. Final thoughts is really just that's everything, in terms of just giving you some different ideas for how to shoot the video for TikTok, sort of to, again, continue that conversation about jumping into at least learning TikTok, the types of videos that are out there, kind of how people react to each other. Read comments too. You can learn a lot from reading the comments that people leave on different videos and funny videos. What's interesting to people, look to see what videos are getting lots of likes. A lot of times you go, really, that video got 1 million likes on it? But just sort of continue to learn a little bit more about the TikTok culture and what you can do there. And I do recommend, if you are able to, jump into the platform and get a business manager for TikTok. Jump in there, or an ad account at least. You don't just have to have the full business manager where you have multiple ad accounts, but at least get an ad account and start checking it out. We are seeing some fantastic results with selling on TikTok. And I probably could have led with that one, but we're still doing a lot of testing, but we're getting basically really good cost per sale, cost per purchase with TikTok, and it's right now it's a lot better than what Facebook is providing for some of the campaigns that we're running. So there's definitely a lot of potential in a short amount of time with TikTok. So again, I just recommend starting to be thinking about it and start using it if you can, because we're in the early stages. TikTok's in the early stages of doing their ad platform. Millions are already being made selling through TikTok with TikTok ads. And we're hoping to do some great numbers also for this year that we're in, which is 2021. And we'll be sharing a lot more about that. That's why I didn't go into a lot of detail about results and things, but there's definitely a market there for ShineOn products. And we're looking forward to bringing you along on that journey and sharing everything that we know about that. So that's it for me. Bye for now.